Christmas in Spain is long, wonderful, and weird.
Well, not that weird for me.
It's kind of weird for me. It involves hitting a defecating log with a stick. It involves the world's largest lottery, and Santa Claus doesn't really love us. He kind of ignores us.
What can I say?
So today we're going to take you through the key dates of this long, wonderful, and weird for me, but not for Yoly, Christmas, and help you kind of understand how it is here in Spain, right?
Tea.
And why can't we get a real tree, Yoly? Why do you have to have a plastic one?
Because you don't want to kill it afterwards.
Okay, we have to deal with that. Let's go. So Christmas in Spain really kicks off on the 22nd of December, right?
Well, it's the last day of school for children before the holiday.
And it's also the day of the Loteria de Navidad, the lottery.
And the big prize in the Loteria de Navidad is called El Gordo, the fat one.
And this lottery started in the 18th century with Charles III, copied it from Naples, but then it really kicked off the modern lottery in Spain in 1812 to raise money to fight against Napoleon. And it's the largest, richest lottery in the world with a couple of $1 billion or euros to go around. So you got your ticket?
Yeah.
Lucky number.
Lucky number. It's beautiful, isn't it?
What is
Although
it?
It has 2 fours, I don't like 4. So the draw happens in the Royal Theatre here in Madrid. And throughout the morning, all the numbers that are awarded are sung by these children from a school called the San Ildefonso. 42.749.000 euros.
But here's the thing with the Spanish lottery. It is the most confusing concept of lottery in the world. I don't think anybody can properly explain it here in Spain. So Yoly, you need to explain it.
Oh, no.
In 15 seconds or less.
So there's about 99,999 numbers, and those are awarded, and so those are called decimos, and they go in series, and then you can buy like 1 decimo, and usually you share it with friends and family, and so it kind of depends.
So anyway, the whole lottery thing is super confusing, but the guts is that people buy tickets with their friends and family and in their community. You share your number with other people, so you share the winnings of that ticket with other people. In fact, the slogan of the Spanish lottery is the greatest prize is sharing, which is kind of wonderful, right? But here's the thing, there's a dangerous side to it. There's a dark side. So in 2011, there was a village and they all bought the same number because they all bought it from their local lottery shop, and then everybody won except the one man who didn't buy his ticket. Everybody shared like 950 million euros in that town apart from him. So that's the trap. So Yoly said to me the other day, we've got to go and buy the ticket from our local lottery shop in our neighborhood, because if we don't, all our neighbors are going to be millionaires and we won't be. So there's a lovely kind of sense of envy at the core of it. So we need breakfast, so this is a good time to talk about the roscón de reyes, the kind of bun or cake that you eat here at Christmas. But when I moved here 10 years ago, kind of like croquetas and tortilla, I found it kind of bland. But man, I have fallen hard for roscón.
So okay, it's kind of bland, but it's more about the experience. It's being a child in Spain and waking up on the 6th of January, and the 3 wise men have been, and you have precis, and you have this bun for breakfast. But nowadays people really eat it throughout the Christmas season.
It sounds like November almost, right?
Yeah, even in like, early November. I mean, throughout the year nowadays, you know.
So the super traditional way to get your roscón is to pre-order a whole one. We actually did that the other day at our local bakery, and you eat it, as Yoly said, on the 6th. Or you can just go to the supermarket pretty much all year round, well, probably from November, and buy it. Or you can come here to the Mallorquina and buy slices.
Yeah.
Get a slice.
This is, by the way, my second cake today.
What was your first cake?
I already had cheesecake, homemade cheesecake.
For breakfast?
Yeah.
Second breakfast. What's for lunch?
More cake.
Wedding cake. All right, here we go.
Oh.
Merry Christmas to you too. Is it good?
You want to try it?
Please. See, when you first try them, they're a bit dry, or they can be, but...
That's why you need the cream.
And they're supposed to, but they're not traditionally with cream. And on the top is supposed to be fruit. We got a bit without fruit, but... Oh, they keep up.
Oh no, that cream.
Oh. Uh-oh. It's kind of addictive. Like, oh, it's pretty good, this one.
Clean your chops. Out of control.
So roscon isn't the only thing you're stuffing yourself with all Christmas here in Spain. There's also polvorones, which is like dust sweets. Yeah, I know. And also turrón, which is kind of like nougat. And there's a place here in the center of Madrid which is just dedicated to turrón. That's pretty much all they sell. It's like the Toys R Us of turrón. We're gonna go and grab some and do a tasting. So we're gonna start with polvorones. These you have to be delicate with because it will literally fall apart. It will literally turn to dust. And when you eat it, you have to be careful because it's a choking hazard. You may die eating this stuff. You need to have a liquid nearby you.
Which is coffee there, very handy.
So it's almond, it's egg, it's lard.
Flour.
Okay, now there's another one called a mantecado. A little like the lottery. I have no idea what the difference is really.
No almonds in that one.
No almonds in this one, true. I don't know if there is much of a difference apart from
There
that.
are more flavors in mantecado.
This is a cinnamon one. So it's like a polvorón, but another name.
I find it a little bit fattier, just yummier.
Yeah,
Yeah?
it is.
Turrón. So let's start with the blando turrón.
Everyone in Spain is divided between preferring the blando or the duro, right?
Yeah,
Everyone
so
has a
the
favorite.
soft or the hard one.
And what is this stuff?
This is nougat. It's like, the main ingredients are honey and almonds, I believe.
Those almonds again.
I know. It's all about almonds in Spain at Christmas. Now, this is always very messy to eat.
Mask off. Hard with the mask on.
Extra hard.
Like peanut butter. It's like a Reese's Pieces.
Pass it down. Oh, it's delicious. Next one. Duro, hard. Sometimes it's so duro that your teeth ache when you bite into it.
I feel like most sweets at Christmas in Spain are there to kind of torment people. They either fall apart or break your teeth. That was pitiful.
Duro. So you can see big chunks of almond, honey, and
Duro.
duro.
Okay, there's a bit of a kerfuffle going on behind us, and there is a massive queue that goes around, I don't know, 2 blocks waiting for this shop here. What are they buying? Let's see how long the queue is, and I'll let you know once we get to the end of it, if it ever ends. This is for La Manolita, which is the most famous place in Madrid, maybe in Spain, to buy your lottery ticket. And people will queue here for hours because it's a tradition. And today, they're probably gonna wait 3 hours just to buy 1 ticket.
I don't
So if
know.
you've got time on your hands, but we don't have time on our hands.
We're done, let's go.
We need to go and eat. Now, the 24th of December is kind of the big day in Spain. You know, growing up for me, it was the 25th. That was the day you had a big lunch, you opened your presents, but it's different in Spain, right? Well, here's it. Let me eat the gambas al ajillo. Let me get my bit, because this is a big Christmas dish for me. That Yoly's mother makes great gambas al ajillo. Oh my God.
Don't burn your mouth with anxious eating. Beautiful. Nochebuena. Good night. The 24th.
Good night.
Good night. The 24th is the feast. This is when there's a lot of food eaten. It varies from like roast meat to fish. James gets to have his favorite dish, which is white asparagus with mayonnaise, don't you? And then there's like lovely ham and cheese and chorizo.
And there's also the King's Speech, which I grew up with the Queen's Speech, but this is the King's Speech, the Spanish King, which is always a bit dry, really. I wish you'd kind of amp it up a little bit and bring us some life, but everyone talks throughout it the whole time anyway. There's a Spanish tradition that when you're eating at the table, usually the TV is on, really loud, and everyone's shouting over it, and the King's Speech, everyone puts it on, that's the tradition, but nobody listens. They all just talk about, you know, either criticize him or whatever while he's speaking. But here's the thing I can't get used to. You go to bed on the 24th, and you wake up on the 25th in Spain, and Santa Claus has not come.
Traditionally.
He does come for some people, but traditionally comes for no one. It's complicated. You have to wait another couple of weeks, it feels like, for the gift action. You got to get over the hump of New Year's, and then maybe you'll get something for Christmas. So guys, a great little wine shop in Madrid is owned by this man here. Luke. Madrid y Darracot.
You say it's the best wine shop in Madrid.
The best. Did I say best?
I think you did.
I think I said small, insignificant.
But enough about me.
All right, let's get some wine. Bubbles, please. There's the bubbles. All right, you choose, Yoly, so I can film you.
What, like a nice, simple cava,
Okay.
straightforward.
Are you sure you don't want Dom Perignon for 180 euros?
Yeah.
Let me think about it.
I mean, straightforward.
Okay, so we have our cava. Oh, there I am. And we are now going to go to the Puerta del Sol because that is where New Year's Eve is celebrated. That's where the action happens. So here in the Puerta del Sol is like the key, the core of New Year's Eve in Spain. But so growing up for me, New Year's Eve was I would go to the beach with friends in New Zealand. It was summer. But here, it's like a family thing for so many people. It's actually another dinner, like on the 24th. You go and you have dinner at Yoly's parents' house. Well, you don't, I do. And you're eating dinner until like midnight still. And then you go out afterwards with friends, traditionally. And so as a good little Kiwi, the first time I had New Year's in Spain, I was exhausted by midnight. That's normally the climax. But I was still with Yoly's mum and dad. And so we were going to go out clubbing after that. So I had to have a siesta during the day to be able to last till like 6 a.m. Dawn is the climax on New Year's Eve here in Spain. But Yoly, this clock is important. Tell us about this clock.
The whole of Spain is watching on TV this clock being filmed. And right before midnight, there's gonna be 12 strikes of the clock. 1, 2, 3, and you eat one grape at a time. And if you manage to eat the 12 grapes right before at midnight, it's really good luck for the year.
And remember, we're in Spain, a strongly Catholic and devout country. So what you'll find is of the two presenters who are presenting the chimes of the clocks, one of them, Cristina Pedroche, is very scantily clad. And that is like everybody all year is waiting to see what Cristina will wear or not wear.
Nowhere really, yeah.
What I would like to know, Yoly, is why is the man not scantily clad?
Well, go figure. It must be related to heteropatriarcado.
There's a new word for you. All right, we're joining another queue because we need to find out where the hell are the gifts? Where are the presents, Yoly? We still haven't gotten to the presents.
No present for you.
Christmas has been going for months and
No
we still
present for
haven't
you.
got any presents. The answer to that question, to that secret, is at the end of this line.
First clue, camels.
Here they are, Yoly.
So this is the key to the presents. The three kings or the three wise men.
There they are. They're coming. They're coming for you. One's on an elephant.
I know, that's kind of new. And one's on a horsey.
Oh my God, revisionist history. So it's those three men, the three kings, the three wise men, los Reyes Magos, that come on the 6th of January to give the gifts. That's the Epiphany.
On the 5th of January, you will be so excited and you would leave one shoe off by the Christmas tree, and every member of the family would leave their shoe by the Christmas tree. You go to bed, and then magically in the morning of the 6th of January, next to your shoe, you're gonna have the presents, finally! It's getting more and more confusing nowadays, and so Father Christmas or Santa Claus is getting more and more popular as opposed to the three kings. And there's also some confusion by which
Three Santa Claus?
three Santa Claus.
And if you look really closely into the nativity scene, you might see a man with his pants down, crouching, and how do we say it?
Defecating.
Defecating, the
Eso.
scientific term. This is a Catalan tradition, and he's called the caganer. They have this kind of wonderful scatological humor in Catalonia, and so they'll hide in the nativity scene a man defecating. And there's another scatological tradition in Catalonia, which is wonderful, and it's called the cagatio, or the pooping log. And so you have this, literally this log with a smiley face on it in your home, and you feed it over Christmas.
Turrón and things.
I think so, I don't know. And then we're in Madrid, I haven't done this. Your family are not doing the pooping
No,
log,
they're not.
Yoly. Then the children start to beat it with sticks and sing a song, beat the log, and the log poops candy. Defecates, thank you, candy, turrón, things like that. So I told you it was weird, guys. we wanted to give a massive thank you to all the members who have supported us through this really tough year. I know it's been tough for you guys, been tough for everyone. And so, you know, your monthly support and the videos we make for you, the live streams, they've been amazing. It's been amazing to get closer to you.
And thanks to you, maybe James will get his real Christmas tree next year.
Maybe. Big thank you to the members. And also, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy whatever you're celebrating. It's been, as I say, a tough one. So give yourself a break, celebrate. We certainly will be. And we'll look forward to seeing you in 2021. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Ciao.
Feliz